Welcome back to BlaZinG Toy Reviews. Here's your host Lito, and today we got Monday reviews. BlaZinG! Alright everybody, so today we're gonna unbox the new MAFEX Batman Hush from the series. And we got some info on him as well, and how you can actually use this one figure as multiple characters. Alright, so this is how the box looks. I have it on the back. I'm going to explain to you guys why he has Two-Face coins. You know, for the ones that don't know, but wanted to add this cool figure to their collection. Alright, so as a lot of you guys might know, one of these type of boxes, I like to open it from the bottom. Then stick this through here, kind of wiggle it out, because when you try to do it with your hands, it kind of like messes it up sometimes. But I like to do it from the bottom because I'm actually a box. I keep the boxes as well, you know. So all right, we got something that fell there, and oh, cool, very nice artwork in the back. I was just excited to see this too, because Batman Hush and Superman Hush also has a nice artwork in the back, so that's really nice right there. And we got booklet over here. We got the stamps. And I love me some MAFEX. I really do. Alright, so let's get this figure open. Alright, so let's take another quick look before we take it out of the shell, packaging shell. Let's go. Alright, so this figure came with a ton of accessories. Here's his Robin belt, which you can move all this, super cool, you know. You can move it around, like if he's putting him in jumping poses or, you know, an active scene. So that's really cool there. We also have originally, when I saw the release pictures, I don't know if you guys noticed, it looked like they were gonna give us two separate badgings. So it seems like originally they wanted to put like this little thing, this little R. They wanted us to just plug it in on the belt that he came, you know, with originally. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that's what it looked like when we first pre-ordered it. But now they actually give us a full belt, which I think is way better, because that little thing right there would have definitely got lost. Just like I know these coins will probably get lost if I don't take care of them and put them away, you know? Unless I'm actually gonna do that scene when in the comics, you know, he was making when he apparently died by Joker, Tommy Elliott, which is Hush technically. He took on Harvey Dent's identity, which means he had this coin on him, you know. So he's like a psychopath basically, you know. Not only does he take their identity, but he wants to act like them as well. So he took on Harvey Dent's identity. He still weared the mummy-looking mask, you know, that he put himself, because he's a surgeon and he keeps doing surgeries on himself to look like different people. So when he tried to look like Harvey Dent, and Batman thought that Tommy Elliott died, and he was looking in the roof in the comics, and he had the coin on his hand. So that's where the coins come from. It's crazy, you know. It was actually Clayface that turned into Tommy Elliott and tricked Batman into thinking that his best friend Tommy Elliott has died, which Tommy Elliott is actually Hush, you know, his childhood friend. But anyways, we'll get there, guys. I just, you know, wanted to say that real quick. And the rest of the accessories, we got this open hands, pair of that with the, you know, place to put them on, which is really cool. This one, which is gun gripping hands. Well, like, yeah, pulling the trigger, or yeah. And we got these super cool ones, almost like Wolverine-ish, but is him actually attacking with the Batarang. So that looks super cool there. Nice. And we got the official shooting hands here, you know. And we got these more like open hands, but a little more closed. And the ones that he originally came with, his fists. So we got that there. Also, of course, came with just a chill face. Angry but like chill face. Really, really nice. And it actually looks like bandages. If you look close, it's not just white streaks on his face. No, they actually have like a texture, if you look close, like if they were actually bandages, which is crazy nice. MAFEX is really good, man, when it comes to like comic stuff and stuff like that. They're like second to none almost, you know? Of course, Mesco got really good quality, and the cloth, I love all that stuff, but MAFEX ain't playing around at all when it comes to comics. So, yeah, really nice. We'll change the head sculpt in a little bit. And we also got over here Robin. Nice. That's gonna look sweet. Let's take a closer look. Let's put some better lighting. Alright. Yeah. Nice wrinkles. Super nice hair sculpt. A little white streak there. Grayish white streak. All the nice wrinkles on the eyes right there. Super nice. Super nice. Alright, so let's switch this head sculpt out. Let's try this one. The serious one. The one that basically he has on most covers that they see him with. Let me put his jacket back on. I just had to take it out because I wanted to see good, this joint. It seemed like it kept popping out. So, just wanted to make sure it was placed in there correctly. But yeah, the figure looks great. Let's see how he looks as Jason Todd, Robin. Okay, let's take half the torso out. So we can take the belt out, which quickly shows that there's a little thing here, and that technically this would plug into that. Which seems, it does seem like a long shot. It's like a barely any little nipple for it to like hook on, you know? Alright, so we got that there. Robin, put that on there. Now let's put the Jason Todd Robin head sculpt. Nice, yo, that's sweet. Really nice. Alright, so let's continue our articulation looking at Jason Todd. We got a double jointed elbow over here. All the way around. And back and forth. I saw somebody saying that it didn't have a butterfly, but when you take the jacket off, you can see that it clearly does have a butterfly joint right there. Which I'll show you now. Ankle articulation. Side to side pivot as well. This one does have some toe articulation, a little bit, not much, but it has it there somewhat. I mean, it barely even moves much, so I don't know why they really decided to put a toe joint there, to be honest, but whatever, it is what it is, right? Nice boot in the bottom. Double jointed knees as well. You can go all the way down like that. Split. Waist and ab crunch, so you can put them in a very dynamic pose, jumping even with the jacket, you know. Neck can look this much up, that much down. The neck moves as well, it's like a separate piece also, which is cool. And yeah, oh, we forgot to take the badge out. Cool. So you guess to look even better now, huh? Looks like we just plug it off. It does have like a specific little shape to it. That way you put it on right. Looks like a D shape. So let's put the Robin one on there. Nice. Alright guys, so this Jason Todd over here is the version before the Red Hood. And technically the version that Joker kills. looks just like this, you know. That's when he comes back in the comics, and Batman thought it was him that came back from the dead, but it was actually Clayface. So that's, you know, interesting. But let me give you a little more insight on the Hush character. He's a childhood friend from Bruce Wayne. His actual name is Tommy Elliott, and we're talking about Hush now. So let me make this a little easier for you guys. Let me take the head sculpt off. The whole neck came off there, but just so we can, I'm not gonna change everything else because I still want to show you guys different combinations and stuff that we can do. But there we go. And put the Hush face on there, so while we talk about him, you guys can see him posed up, you know. That's Hush. So yeah, Tommy Elliott is the original identity of Hush. There's a couple different storylines on him, you know, but the one that I'm telling you is from the 2002 debut Batman number 608. Hush himself cut his rope where he was swinging at with Catwoman in Gotham City, and he fell down, and he also got mobbed up, this comic book wise, by a whole bunch of gangsters and stuff like that. So Batman was badly injured, and he let Alfred know that he wanted Tommy Elliott, his childhood friend, to help him out with surgery. So that's exactly what happened. Little did he know that he had an arch enemy in the making. He was actually thinking while he was in the hospital that he can never win against Tommy Elliott on chess. He was always a step above him. So, you know, he just was having those flashbacks on him throughout the comic book. Another hatred that he had for Bruce Wayne growing up was the fact that Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's dad, actually tried to save his father, and he failed. You know, he was in a terrible car accident, so he felt like it wasn't fair, you know. But we can make a bunch of characters with him, guys. You can use him as Harvey Dent, Hush, but you can make pretend that, you know, you're making the Harvey Dent scene and use your coins, which it was in the comic book. You could just use him as Jason Todd, but the version where he came back in the comic book and he held the other Robin hostage, and Batman thought that Jason Todd had came back from the dead, but no, it was actually Clayface all along. So you can just you can switch it up to the Jason Todd face, and just, you know, you can just make pretend it was Clayface. You know, if you want to do that scene, or if you just want to, if you have a Clayface and you just want to put him in the background, almost like, you know, he switched into him before, that'd be kind of cool too for a display piece, you know. Tommy Elliott was also Bruce Wayne at one point in 2011. Not technically Bruce Wayne obviously, but in the Arkham City 2011 game, he actually, you know, was in one of those missions as Hush. But when he revealed himself, he was Bruce Wayne. You know, he had a bunch of scars and stuff like that, but he was Bruce Wayne. So yes, you can technically make him as Bruce Wayne as well. And yes, I am gonna put, if it works nicely, because I haven't tried it yet, because I just unboxed it, but I will put the unmasked Hush Batman head on this to see how it looks. I'm gonna do that for you guys. Also, Jason Todd as himself, you know, the version that was killed by Joker, you know, in between Red Hood, you can just use him as Jason Todd, your real Jason Todd, right here. Or you can use him as the Batman Death in a Family combo, which is Hush face and Robin's equipment. So yeah, the animated movie Death in a Family, it was Robin, full-blown Robin suit, but with a Hush face. I don't know if you guys remember that. So you could even use him as that, you know? That is that version from Death in a Family. So super cool. He was actually also Edward Nygma, the Riddler. So even though, yeah, he'll look just like this, you can do some sort of combo. You know, take this off, put the H on there, probably even without the belt. I forgot if he had that belt. I think he did actually, in the animated movie. But he was actually the Riddler, you know? So you can do some sort of custom there. Or you can just make pretend that that is your that's Riddler in there, you know, and just put him as your animated Batman scene, you know. So, which was this movie for the people that are curious. Go check it out. Great movie. But you know, there's a couple of differences from the comic book. So, all right. So this is the head from the Batman Hush. I just compared necks. I took it out, and this neck is definitely bigger for sure. So let's take this neck out. You won't be using the neck that comes with his Unmaxed version. So let's just take the head off and see if the head would do. Or if the head is actually a different hole size. Oh, seems like it. Yeah, looks like it seems like it's a different hole size actually. Yeah, it's not clicking actually. Let me do one last try. Don't want to break it now, you know. No, seems like it's not working, but of course it's customizable, you know. It could be done, you know. I can do it, but that's not how I'm gonna pose them. But I mean, looks a little big for the body. Yeah, it looks a little big for the body. You know, but it's possible you want to do something like that, you know. And if you're gonna do something like that, obviously, you know, for starters, the belt's gonna come off, you know. All right, so I took I took the belts off completely. You can customize it to make it look black, maybe the red area, and then you can also take this off, but it's like clipped. Not this off separately; it's clipped to these things, or clipped to this part. So if you really wanted to, you could, but it's good like that. And like I said, this is loose. It doesn't clip on correctly. So, but of course people can make it work, but it doesn't, believe it or not, because it has a different type of connection in there. Because apparently the neck that it came with, it's bigger. It's a bigger peg on it because it's a bigger neck than the Hush neck that's on it right now. So that's that. But yeah, technically, this is six characters technically. So yeah, so you can have him as Jason Todd original. You can have him as Hush. You can have him as Hush playing as Harvey Dent. You can have him as Jason Todd, but the clay version. Like, you know, just put him in that scene like he's holding Robin and whatnot. Or you can have him as Jason Todd before he got killed by Joker. Or you can have him as Hush Robin, which is it was in the movie Death in the Family, which I mentioned earlier. If you pick one of the outcomes, they show him with all the badges, the Robin badges and everything, but with the Hush mask. So that's pretty cool. Alright, just remember when you put in the belt on, technically it connects to there, but it's really soft plastic, the inner part. And the yellow barely has any thing for it to hang on, so it's not the best. You would really have to play with it so you can kind of hold on, you know. But regardless, once you put the figure in, it's not like, even if it comes off, it's not like this, it'll be a big deal, you know. But let's check some different hand sculpts out. Of course, let's try the pistol hands so we can get right to it. Okay. Okay, we got that one. And we got that one. And here. Let's put some pistols in there. Finger on the trigger. Cool. Pam 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 pam. Pam pam pam. Cool. Looks nice. Alrighty. Now we got the Let's try something else. Let's try these Wolverine hands. Just kidding. Batarang. He's savage. Jason Todd, when he comes back and you know he's getting on it, he's savage, man. He goes all out. So there's how he looks. If he's posted up with the Batarang hands. Pretty cool. Let me set the feet up good. There. Nice. So yeah, guys, technically you can, you know, have them as a few characters. You guys can play around with it. Let me know how you guys like it. Let me take these hands off real quick. So I showed you both hands with the gun. I already showed you all the emblems and stuff like that. Let me show you some open hands. Show you one of each. So let's put the completely open hand there. And the semi-grip hand over here. He's about to yank somebody. Or like he's literally up in the roof looking at Thomas Elliot, aka Clayman. While he's Hush in the roof in the comics, looking at them, actually alive because he's actually Thomas Elliot, but he has taken the identity of Two-Face. What's your fate? And like I was saying earlier, these could possibly work as shooting hands as well, but they have a little extra grip, so I'm assuming this is actually for the Batarang, you know, the hand for the Batarang. Let me place it in there, more or less. Yep. Bah! Right? Let's stand him straight. For all the equipment and stuff that he has, he stands pretty good. Let's measure him out real quick. Let's bring our traditional ruler. Why not, right? And 6.5 inches. Not bad at all. Alright guys, so here we got some side-to-side comparison with Mattel's DC Comics, Iron Tiger, and Aquaman. Alright, here we have him with a Mezco Black Panther. And McFarlane, I always thought that even though they scale bigger, that he looks smaller. That he looked kind of small with all the regular McFarlane figures. You know, you would think that there would be like this much of a difference, actually, you know? So I think that looks pretty cool there. Here we got him with a Lightning Collection Green Ranger and an Anime's Hero. Here we got him with a pair of Marvel Legends. We got Gambit on the left, also wearing a trench coat, which we all know he's taller than most X-Men anyways, so it doesn't look that bad. And we got Invincible Iron Man on the right. Alright guys, so I got a dilemma. I got a Hush section, which I'm about to show you now. Alright guys, so this is my Hush section. Still gotta add Catwoman and others. This is my Joker for now. And we got Superman over here. The dilemma I am having is, I don't know if I should use, I mean, I'm probably gonna get 2 at this point, but I really wanted Hush over here, but I'm really loving that Jason Todd. And if I do that Jason Todd, hard decision, but this is the city where Jason Todd, Robin, will reside if I get to choose this spot and I get to choose him, you know? Unless I get me a second one, which might be possible, but he looks pretty raw there, you know? Or if I leave him as Hush, that'll be more or less the setup.
guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more BlaZinG Toys reviews, click here for my latest video, or click here for a playlist of a couple of my videos as well. That way you guys can enjoy it, alright? BlaZinG!
Yeah, check it out, man. It's your boy, Lito. I got free